Hey guys, this is Righteous Forest here with Pokemon Pinball, Ruby, and Sapphire. Now you may be wondering, why am I playing this? And the reason is, Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire have just been released, and this is kind of a little celebration that I'm doing for it. Because Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire was the first third generation game I ever owned. So I guess it kind of has sentimental value to me when I think about Gen 1. Um, and also, it's a game that I haven't played in a while because I lost my cartridge copy. So now I have this ROM copy. Um, I kind of have like a policy actually with ROMs, which is I do not download the ROMs for games that I haven't played and do not own. And I would definitely not record to show all of you guys for a game that I do not own and could not borrow from someone else, and I use ROMs simply because it's the easiest way to get a recording that's decent quality up. Um, so I don't condone like stealing, and I don't want to like take away money from these companies. And I know that a lot of video game companies actually don't really get on people's cases about stuff like this because it's good advertising, and that's kind of what I want my YouTube channel to be. I want it to be showing people the games that I love and how I love to play them. So this is a game that I probably have more appreciation for than a lot of other people do. In fact, I don't really know anyone else who's owned or played Pinball Ruby and Sapphire, but it is a great game. So for Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, I actually own Alpha Sapphire, and so far I have about 20 hours of play, and most of you would probably think, oh, so I've like beaten the game, done all the extra stuff by now. But I actually haven't beaten the game or done all the extra stuff or even taken on Team Aqua at the volcano yet. Um, because I have been messing around with the Dex Nav like nobody's business. That thing is so great. For any of you who don't haven't really been keeping up with and do not own Oris, the DexNav is a new function of the PokeNav, and what it essentially does is let you search for Pokemon in the overworld, similar to like the shaking grass spots that were in Black and White and Black 2 and White 2. It's kind of like if you combine the shaking grass spots with like the hidden grottos, um, where they like got it, okay, where you can see what Pokemon it is, and actually, as you encounter Pokemon more and more times, you begin to also be able to see. I lost the ball. Oh well. You begin to also be able to see their stats, or at least an indication of how good their stats are. You begin to have what their first attack is, because frequently they'll come with egg moves, and you can frequently get them with hidden ability, which also shows up, or holding special items, which it will again show if you get enough encounters with the Pokemon. And you can also use the Dex Nav to add Pokemon to your Pokedex that you see in the overworld. So, like, if you haven't seen a Wingull yet, Mr. Briny's Wingull will add Wingull to your Pokedex, which is really cool. And it's one of those things that, for a while, I feel like people have kind of thought a little bit in the back of their head, just like, why can't we do this? This should be something that we can do. There's no apparent reason why we can't. So, now you can, and it is the DexNav is just a great feature. A little too great, maybe. I spend way too much time on it, I'm sure. Um, and so that's why I am not nearly as far as you might expect. And it's been a lot of fun. Um, just seeing the differences in the new game, because it is similar in a lot of ways, but it's also different in a lot of ways. And there's some little tweaks, like you can get wild Voltorbs in one of the routes. I think it's Route 110, which I'm pretty sure you couldn't before. Um, I mean, okay, I might be wrong on that. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure you couldn't before. I was pretty surprised when I ran into one. And you can just that's really the only major modification I've seen, but there might be a few others. The cave that's on in Dewford Town is quite different. It's a little hard to access. I've also seen people complaining about how some of the gym leaders are weaker, but in the instance of a couple of them, you kind of are forced to battle them earlier than you were in the original games, so I think it's kind of fair that they wouldn't be as strong. Um, okay. And the main thing that I would say um, is just Marvel City. I'm not going to say anything more than that if you haven't played the game yet or aren't to that point yet, because you should just see it for yourself. But when I got to Marvel City, I was like really confused and really surprised and really impressed, and that was not anything that I had expected to see happen. Trust me, it's great. You'll probably think it's cool too. I just got to the point in the game where you're allowed to get secret bases, so I unfortunately haven't been doing too much experimenting with that yet, but I do plan on pretty extensive secret base experimentation, because that was something I always liked in Ruby and Sapphire, so it's really cool to see that back. Also, the Pokemon contests, having those back has been great. I've really loved it. I actually haven't used the contest Pikachu, the cosplay Pikachu, because it's when you get it, it's not just that it has like this cool cosplay stuff going on. Its base contest stats are like insanely high, and I did not feel right, I guess, using it. It felt like cheating, so I haven't used it, and I've stuck to using my normal Pokemon, which has still been great. The Pokeblock system, the Berry Blender, is no longer in the game, but so although that was fun, it is kind of nice because now you can just produce Pokeblocks instantly, and that really is pretty convenient, especially considering the other stuff to explore in the game, like the new PokeNav features. So I think that it was a good call on their part to change that. Ooh, bonus level. Let's go. Get 2 minutes. Now, I'm going to try to not make this video too long, but honestly, I can't really predict how well I'm going to play. I actually already recorded and then stopped, and this is my second attempt. Well, actually my third attempt, because the first time I was interrupted by my friend coming over to drop off my copy of Alpha Sapphire. But I just a few minutes ago I tried to record one, and what wound up happening was I spent over 20 minutes just on the Ruby board, and I don't want to have a 45-minute long video. If it goes to like a half an hour, I'm gonna be fine with that. Sorry if it bores you guys, but that's it's just a fun thing for me, and it's gonna hopefully be the start of me doing more things like this. Regis Forest plays Pokemon Pinball. We might have Regis Forest plays any variety of other games. Probably mostly games of this nature without like a story or anything like that, or if it is like a weaker one, like maybe the first Portal game, which I love, or like playing through Pokemon TCG Online, just like maybe recording a couple of matches like that. And it's not going to be even sort of anything regular that I do. It's going to be a very erratic upload schedule, pretty much whenever I feel like it. But I'm still going to try to keep the Silver Nuzlocke at least one episode a week, which means that there hopefully will be two uploads this week, being this one and episode 14 of the Nuzlocke. If you haven't checked that out yet, I definitely recommend that you do that because I'm awesome. So you should probably think that my playing video games is awesome because I think my playing of video games is awesome. And it's just, yeah, standard Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke, no fancy business. And it's been a lot of fun so far. I've been doing really well. I just recently, well, about a week ago, uploaded episode 13, and the episode before that, I had gotten the bug badge. So it's at a point where... Oh, there goes my second ball. It's at a point where it's kind of... if you wanted to watch the whole series, now would definitely be a great time to get into that before it starts getting too far ahead. Also, starting in episode 13, along the bottom of the screen, where I've been displaying like gym badges, and I also have like how many deaths I have, what my level limit is. I do have a level limit, but it's a pretty simple one, just to prevent me from over leveling. And I have all that information listed, and now I'm going to make it so that if one... Oh, and we're done with the Ruby board. I'm going to make it so that if one were to click on any of the badge icons for the badges that I've earned, it'll take you right to that episode if you want to check in. Alright, and let's go on to the Sapphire board, which is my personal favorite. So... yeah, my Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke is going well, and I don't think I'm going to start another full series until that one's done, unless it's one that I think I could wrap up in a couple of episodes, in which case I might do that as well, but I will not stop the Nuzlocke to do that, because I want to have, I want to show people coming to my channel that I will continue to upload for the series. And as I said, it was just like a couple days under a week ago that I uploaded episode 13. That actually is my upload schedule, in case you were wondering. I upload about an episode a week. And that's because I have a lot of other things like college classes that I have to juggle in my schedule. So that's really all I have time for. So it's not like I've been being lazy or forgetting to upload. And actually, this week I do plan on having two uploads, being this and episode 14 of the Silver Nuzlocke. And just last night I recorded through episode 17 of the Nuzlocke, but I don't want to upload too frequently. That kind of happened when I started, where day one I uploaded the first episode. And day 2, I uploaded episodes, I think 2 through 5, and then by the end of that week, I had like 10 episodes up, and that was partially because I was on a break from classes for like semester break, and also because I wanted anyone who randomly stumbled across my channel to immediately have something to watch, instead of just like one episode so there's like, oh, whatever, and don't bother subscribing. I thought I'll give you guys something to see and encourage you to keep watching. I would recommend probably starting around episode like 6 or 7, because I think that's personally when the series started to get a little bit better, and I got a little better at filling the dead space. and I do sometimes still have bad episodes in that regard, but I am definitely getting better, and this is my first time being a YouTube Let's Player or anything else associated with YouTube videos. So, I mean, I think I'm doing a decent job. I also have a Twitter account, which is just at Righteous Forest, where I not only update about the video series I'm doing, but occasionally I'll just tweet other things. So definitely follow me there. And I also do have a Facebook account for my channel. Um, and not to like de-advertise myself or anything, but my Facebook page is nothing to go and create your own Facebook account just to like it or anything. It's mostly just updates about my videos. So if you subscribe to the channel, that should be enough, but there have been a couple of other things, like I showed off when I made my first custom frame for the Silver Nuzlocke. I showed that off because before I had just been purely the footage from the emulator. And I also gave a little spoiler preview about a series that I'm still planning on doing that's subscriber goal. That will be for if I get 25 subscribers. And in case anyone was wondering, no, this is not what that is. This is something that I decided to do on Thursday night, since it was right before Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire came out, and I thought it would be fun to do. Also, this particular game of Pinball Ruby Sapphire, I not so much explaining how it works or anything like that, and definitely leave a message in the comments what you think of what I did. I also might try in the future for games in my Righteous Forest Plays series to make it more of a tutorial type of thing for these one-off games, but I want to know what you think would be best. So definitely let me know in a comment, and also like the video because, well, I like it, so I think you should like it. I think it's a pretty awesome video. I can tell already. So definitely let me know what you think of this, because I will be doing future installments of me playing random games that I like for a little bit. And so if you would like to just see me play while talking about random things, more like a backdrop to a podcast type of thing than actually like a proper Let's Play, or if you would like it to be more like a one-off Let's Play or a tutorial, just let me know, because I'm definitely willing to spice things up a bit. Alright, bonus. Also, if you have any suggestions for games that you think would be good to do for a little series like this, where I might do in the future multi-parts for things like this, but nothing that would take more than like maybe 3 tops episodes of about 20 to 30 minutes in length, because I do want the focus to still be the Silver Nuzlocke, and I don't want people to get too disappointed if it goes a couple of weeks without anything from the other series. So after my Silver Nuzlocke, my plan is to play the game Mega Man Battle Network 3, which was the first Mega Man game that I ever played outside of Mega Man 3 for the NES. And I absolutely love the Battle Network series, and I would start on the first one, but the first 2 games in the series kind of have some unfun mechanics. The second one's not nearly as bad as the first one, but the third one feels to me like when they finally, I guess, started to get it right. So I think I would just play that one. Um, and for those of you who haven't played the Mega Man Battle Network series, if you've played other Mega Man games, I guess it's not your grandma's Mega Man game. They're much more RPG-like and have a very unique combat system that I find really enjoyable. So I think I'll go right into that. And it's essentially Mega Man as a computer program instead of a robot. Pretty cool. Um, so that's my plan. And then after Battle Network, I'm not going to do the whole Battle Network series. Oh god, no, there are like 16 in the series. But just that one because I love it. And then I'm going to start doing Golden Sun, which is my favorite non-Pokemon game, and kind of also my favorite game, even including Pokemon. It kind of depends on in what way you look at it, because as I've said in the first episode of my Silver Nuzlocke, I definitely have gotten more enjoyment out of Pokemon, but that's also partially because there are so many more games in the series for Pokemon than there are in Golden Sun, which only has 3 games. And the mechanics in Golden Sun are just brilliant. It's a turn-based RPG. You have a party of 4 to 8 characters, depending on the game of the series. And, or, I mean, you start off with, like, 2 characters, and then you can get either up to 4 or up to 8, depending on which game. And they tell a really good story, and there's the Jin system, which is kind of a collection quest, and I love games with collection quests. So that's kind of a bias there. I mean, I love Pokemon, so Pokemon really fits that quite well. I have a very high fondness for this game, but a lot of people haven't heard of Golden Sun before. And a lot of people... Oh, wow. I'm not doing that well. And a lot of people haven't played it, and I think that everyone should play it. And it was rated really highly by a lot of game review companies, especially for a Game Boy Advance game. So I definitely want to get into that and show everyone what it's about. But I don't want to show it to people who have already played Golden Sun. That's not my goal. My goal is to introduce people to it. And so I want to first draw in some fans who might like other games that I like, and then switch right over to Golden Sun to introduce those people to this franchise and get them to love it as much as I do. It also has great music, and something that I haven't actually really mentioned on my channel at all, but video game music is my favorite genre of music. So a game with good music is like the best thing in the world to me. So that's just a really good plus. And yeah, Golden Sun's music is brilliant. Also, the music in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire is brilliant, so definitely check that out when you get the game. You do get kind of a taste for it in the demo, but oh my god, the new Gym Leader Battle Music Remix is amazing. I love it. Gotcha, spoink. So I'm at 0 balls left, so I think that probably I'll be wrapping up this video soon, which is good because it's getting dangerously close to a half an hour in length, and I do not want to have a half an hour video. I don't want that to be the standard of my channel, because frequently half-hour long videos are hard to watch. or not so much half-hour ones, but like if it gets any longer than that, they become a little boring and less likely to like follow it every day, you know, if it's just like, oh, a 10-15 minute video. And this one is longer, but I think that's also okay because I'm not going to be doing a full series on this game, so it's just half an hour of me playing Pokemon Pinball. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. And I know that Pokemon Pinball is probably not the most action-packed game in the world, but if you haven't played Pokemon Pinball before, I would definitely recommend trying it out if you're bored. It's not like a super incredible awesome game by any means, but it's, I mean, for what it is, which is cheesy pinball Pokemon spin-off, it's quite well done. This is like the game of the car rides of my youth. And boom. So yeah, if this does start going too long, I might intentionally start playing worse to kind of get it over with. Not because I'll be getting bored because I can play this game for hours, but more for your sake, for the viewer's mercy. Yeah, my timer says 26.5 minutes. And I'm running out of things to talk about. That's not good. So, yeah, future plans for the channel. But definitely like, subscribe, follow me on Facebook and Twitter, all that fancy business, and leave a comment about what you thought about this episode. And definitely, because I know that this episode is going to be far from perfect, so I definitely want to hear recommendations for how I could improve this series in the future, because I do want to do lots of one-shot playthroughs, and I know that this one is not, like, going to be that great, because it is my first time going through, and I'm not sure if just having me comment on the world and current video game events and other things like that is what you guys want, because I know you guys can go elsewhere for that. And I want my channel to stand out in some way. And I figured not a lot of people will do Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire. So I guess hopefully that might bring a couple people in who have like, oh, never heard of Pinball Ruby and Sapphire before, and like hear about it from someone and want to check it out or anything like that. Or I mean, if you guys want to see me actually, I guess, do sort of a full let's play of Pinball Ruby and Sapphire, I can do that. Although I'll warn you that I really don't want to, mostly because there is a very large luck portion to beating this game. Also, I'm not particularly strategic at it, so not the best for advice, even though I have played it extensively. And we're done. Good, and we're under a half an hour, barely. So, there we go, and this is where I am going to leave you. So I hope you enjoyed this. Happy Horus, everyone, and stay tuned for more of Righteous Forest Plays, and also for episode 14 of my Pokemon Silver Nuzlocke, which will be coming to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll include links to my Twitter at Righteous Forest, which you should definitely follow. So, yeah, it's been great. Play Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire because it's awesome, and also play Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire because they are also awesome. So, see ya in Johto, everyone.